Guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands. Deep up in them trenches. It's no different.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway in Southern California. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone, and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Right to the air is Carr. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Carr now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Now, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Samuel. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. On second down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the goal.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
When you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of his end zone, Prescott. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a big no-no last time, a safety to make this score 2-0 where we stand now. So, see if they can atone for that mistake.
You give up points, but on the flip side, the positive side, after you punted the ball away or kicked it away,
defense held.
Defense held for you, so there's a little bit of relief there. Now they know they can get back out on the field, run their offense, and try to put their defense in a bad spot again.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you...
Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
From the 39, Carr. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Room here to run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Derek Carr taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
A first down throw for Prescott. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 32 that time.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield. A combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
After one, it's 9-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 56 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. 33 yards that time. Here's Carr to throw. And it is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Caught on the slant, and they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 2nd and goal from the 1. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Derek Carr, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Hands it off out of the gun. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
On third down, it's Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first and 10, Prescott forced out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Brian, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. Prescott on first down. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play. And it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough third down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on second down.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Prescott to throw it. Flush to his right. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And again, it's Prescott. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Multiple players getting home for a 1-yard sack. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect description right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Prescott. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The Broncos unable to... I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The Charger drive about to get going. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know they're down.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he brings this one back. It's a big 6 and a Charger TD. More on for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. They'll find Lazard here over the middle. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Prescott. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now Prescott on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. To the air again, Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. 2nd and 16. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got room. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. 4th down, Prescott. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a 1st down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Throwing, Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Prescott yet again. Rolling to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Play action. Now it's Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Looking left side, and it's complete. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Hands it off out of the gun. 60 yards on the ground for him so far. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Right back to Mitchell here. They find some open field here. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Carr going to throw. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Carr completes it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. Prescott looks to throw on first. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott off play action, eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
And
my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Steps away to his left. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Brian Burns now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And it's caught. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too, having the football.
He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And unable able to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. First down, here's Mitchell. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Chargers, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm, though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Now flex. Why you dare look in your best? Feel to get up in your chest while I soak up my success.